Welcome back. Today we're covering a question that trips up many applicants. Where did you live after marriage? This seems simple, but USCIS officers are listening for details, consistency, and authenticity.
Exactly. Officers want to know if you really live together and if you can recall small but important details. Any vague or inconsistent answer can trigger follow-up questions.
Before we start, a quick legal note. This video is for educational and practice purposes only. I am not an immigration attorney, and this does not constitute legal advice. For official guidance, consult a licensed immigration lawyer or visit uscis.gov. Let's break it down. A strong answer has three parts: timeline, location, and context. Then finish with a short, confident closing line.
Here's a simple example. After our wedding in June 2021, we moved into a small apartment in downtown Chicago. We spent the first few months settling in, meeting neighbors, and organizing our furniture. That's where we started our life together as a married couple.
Notice how that answer has a timeline, context, and details. It's short but effective. Officers can tell if you're recalling from memory or reading a script.
Trap alert. Some applicants just say, "We live together." That's too vague. Always include a city, neighborhood, or address, plus a time frame.
Now, let's expand. Many couples move multiple times after marriage. Example, we initially stayed with my parents in Los Angeles for 2 months. Then we rented a one-bedroom apartment in Pasadena for the first year. Finally, we bought a small condo in Santa Monica after saving for a down payment.
That answer works well because it shows multiple residences, realistic timelines, and why you moved. Officers want to see that you are aware of your shared living history.
Here's a hook. Officers may immediately follow up with, "Who chose the apartment?" or "Why did you move from your parents' house?"
Exactly. The best response is simple. We discussed our options together and decided it was best to rent a small apartment while saving for a home. Notice how this shows joint decision-making, which is crucial.
Sometimes couples have unusual living situations. Maybe you lived separately briefly. Be honest. For the first 2 weeks after the wedding, we stayed in separate apartments due to work, but we spent weekends together and coordinated our move into a shared residence shortly after.
Trap alert. Many applicants try to smooth over gaps in cohabitation. That can backfire. Officers often ask, "Did you spend nights together?" or "How did you manage bills?" Answer truthfully but concisely.
Practice segment. I'll ask, "Where did you live after your wedding?" Say your answer out loud with timeline, location, context, and one personal detail. Repeat 5 times using slight variations.
Now for trap follow-ups. How long did you stay at each address? Who handled the utilities and rent? Did you decorate together? Always answer structured and consistent. We stayed at my parents' house for 2 months. Then we rented an apartment in Pasadena. I organized furniture while my spouse set up utilities.
Notice how this demonstrates collaboration. USCIS wants to see real partnership, not just cohabitation.
Bonus technique, use a voice anchor at the start. For example, what I remember clearly is that after our wedding, this shows honesty and confidence.
Add a small emotional detail, the emotion anchor. We were excited to start our life together and chose an apartment that felt cozy and welcoming. This makes your answer authentic.
Advanced trap. Did you ever live apart for more than a month? Answer truthfully but structured. Yes, due to work, we lived apart for 3 weeks, but we stayed in daily contact and planned our next residence together.
Here's multiple sample answer variations for different situations.
Single apartment after marriage. After the wedding, we moved into a one-bedroom apartment in New York City. The first month, we organized our home and settled into married life.
2. Multiple residences. We stayed with my parents for 2 months, then we rented an apartment in Queens for a year before finally buying a small condo in Manhattan.
3. Short separation, do the work. We initially lived in different cities for the first month, but met every weekend and eventually moved into a shared apartment in New York.
Each answer follows the timeline, context, detail, exit structure. Consistency is key.
Role play time. I ask, "Where did you live after marriage?" You answer out loud, then I follow up, Who chose the apartment, and did you ever live separately? Use the confidence clock, voice anchor, emotion anchor, and exit strategy. Repeat multiple times for practice.
Storytelling hook example. We moved into our first apartment in Chicago. I remember arranging our first bookshelf while my spouse cooked dinner. It felt like home instantly.
Mistakes to avoid. Vague. We lived together somewhere. Exaggerated. We rented a mansion immediately. Inconsistent. We lived in NYC first, but my spouse says Chicago. Any of these can trigger suspicion.
Practice tip. Include mini details about furniture, neighborhood, or daily routines. These are small, but officers notice them.
Advanced trap. Did you ever move because of rent or convenience? Answer. We discussed our options and chose what worked best for both of us. This shows partnership.
Role play another scenario, multiple apartments. Officer asks, how did you split responsibilities? Answer out loud with timeline, roles, and personal details. Repeat.
Closing line. That's where we began our married life. Every home we shared strengthened our partnership. This acts as the exit strategy.
Summary. Give timeline, context, small details, consistent info, and confidence. Repeat practice, vary examples, and you'll be in the top 5 to 10% of prepared applicants.
Tomorrow's question, question number 6. How do you handle finances together? It tests honesty, collaboration, and financial consistency.
By now, you've learned multiple sample answers, trap questions, advanced techniques, and practice methods for where did you live after marriage. Repeat out loud with slight variations, and your answers will sound natural and confident in the real interview.